I'm Karen, and today I am back with another Jigsaw puzzle review. Today is all about Eeboo puzzles, which is a brand I only learned about fairly recently, but I am obsessed with them. Today I'm going to be talking about their round 500-piece puzzles, but they also sent me some of their square 1,000-piece puzzles, and those are a little different. So let me know if you want another video about their 1,000-piece puzzles. Also, I wanted to let you know that I am giving away this puzzle and two others over on Instagram. So if you're watching this within the first week or two that I'm posting it, make sure you check the description for all the details about that contest. Alright, so the puzzle I'm going to be talking about today is this 500-piece round puzzle called Crazy Bug Bouquet. It costs about $20 on Amazon, which I think is a fair price since it is a beautiful puzzle. So as always, let's look at the box first. They have the picture on the front of the box with a little overlay where you can see the cut of the Jigsaw puzzle pieces. That's definitely not something that I'd really seen a lot of before, but it's subtle enough that I think it really works, especially because it's a different shape than the traditional rectangle puzzle. You can see that it's still mostly like traditional Jigsaw puzzle shapes. The sides of the boxes have a lot of information on them, but I really appreciate that a lot of thought obviously went into the design. They're busy, but they're not cluttered, which I think can be an issue with some puzzle boxes. So if you have a stack of them, they all look uniform, they all are obviously the same series and the same brand. They're definitely fairly busy, they're less understated than something like the Cloudberries boxes, which you could just have out and no one would know that it was a puzzle box. But I think these would be really fun in a playroom or just a really colorful bookshelf. On the back, they show the actual piece size as well as a little more information about the puzzle. And I just want to say the box itself is really sturdy, a really good quality cardboard. Literally everything about this puzzle is just super high quality. So to open it up, you need to use scissors to open the two clear stickers that are holding it closed. Inside you have the bag of pieces, as well as a paper printout of the entire puzzle design, and on the back is a small catalog of some of their other puzzles. The printout isn't quite as saturated as the glossy box image, which is something that I was a little disappointed about, but you can see the entire picture, unlike on the box where part of it is covered up by some of the different design elements. So okay, let's talk about these puzzle pieces. Eeboo sent me another one of their round puzzles a while back, and the first time I touched these pieces, I was in awe. They are the most luxurious puzzle pieces I have ever felt, which is kind of a weird thing to say, but they're just super glossy on the picture side, and then the cardboard on the back is so smooth that the pieces just glide over each other so beautifully. There were only a couple pieces that weren't totally cut apart, but they were only attached by the tiniest little section, so it was easy to just pull those apart. And there was hardly any puzzle dust. I didn't even record a shot showing it since I totally forgot that puzzle dust was a thing while I was working on this. So okay, I separated the pieces into the edge pieces and the other inside pieces. Even though it's round and there are some kind of smooth edges inside the puzzle as well, it is really obvious which ones are the edge pieces. I was also able to grab some of the center pieces since they're a different shape from the others. So So when I was putting together the edge, I did end up with one extra piece that I had to figure out how to slot in there, because there was one area where the pieces seemed to fit, but they didn't actually go together. But this was the only time that that happened while working on this puzzle. So this specific puzzle went together super quickly since there are so many different colors and textures, and it's only 500 pieces. From when I started working on the edge to when I finished only took me about an hour and 10 minutes. However, they did send me another puzzle, and I did that one as well, and that one took me more like 2 hours. So it can vary depending on how complex the image is. One thing to note is that the puzzle has a diameter of 23 inches, so it is pretty big. If you're like me and you like to do puzzles on 20-inch by 30-inch foam core, this will not fit completely onto that, so you do need a larger surface like a dining room table. But the puzzle was really fun. As I said, I just love how the pieces feel in my hands, and the whole thing just feels super high quality. So I picked up a section of the puzzle here to show you if the pieces lock together. They sort of do. They're a little loose, but if you pick up a section carefully, you can pick it up and move it. They definitely lock together more the bigger the section is, and you can see how I was able to lift up about half of the puzzle at once. But if you were to hang this up, you would definitely need to glue it together. As you can see, if we look at it from the side, the puzzle is perfectly smooth. There are no sections sticking up, there's no little bumps. I really like the cut of this puzzle since the pieces mainly look like normal puzzle pieces, but they're really even and they make these rings. However, one thing I noticed is that they use the same cut for all of the puzzles that are this size. So if you're doing a bunch in a row, it might start to feel repetitive. But overall, I loved this puzzle, and I've loved every other puzzle by Eeboo that I've done. So I'm going to link right down below these 3 puzzles. This one is Crazy Bug Bouquet. They also sent me hummingbirds, and then they also sent me Bluebird Yellowbird. As I said, these cost about $20 on Amazon, and they are on Amazon Prime, so you can be puzzling in 2 days. So I want to say a huge thank you to Eeboo for being so generous and sending all of these to me. So make sure you stay tuned for my review of their 1,000 piece puzzles, or excuse me, there are 1008 piece puzzles. I also really like these, but they are a little different from the round ones, so I figured I would split it up into 2 videos. And make sure that you read the description right down below to learn how you can win all 3 of these puzzles, and we can just like match and do the same puzzles. And I'm so excited to finally start doing giveaways over on Instagram. Basically, you just have to follow me at Karen Puzzles, you have to follow Eeboo's Instagram account, and then you have to go comment on a picture that I'm going to be putting up on Instagram. But all of those details are going to be down in the description. So if you want more Jigsaw puzzle reviews, I also put up a review of a Cloudberries puzzle and then also a Seiko puzzle. So I'll link those right down below. Let me know in a comment if you have ever done an Eeboo puzzle and if you like them. And I'll see you all next time. Bye everyone!